work, one whole day to play. Come on, everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, yeah.
Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Career Exploration Saturday. I'm your host, Ebony Tyler. I have real conversations with real people about real jobs. So this week, my guest is Shoshanah Kennedy. Me and Shoshanah, we go back to the days of PS 399, the days of I Am Somebody. You better Google it. You better find out who we were. All right. So listen, I adore Shoshanah. I really enjoy learning about her journey from early childhood educator for preschoolers with special needs to event planning at the Innocence Project to being a children's book author. All right. Let's jump right in. Good afternoon. Welcome, Shoshanah. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome to Career Exploration Saturday.
Thank you for having me. I feel like this is so formal because we've known each other since we were in bangs and pigtails.
Yes, yes. So I usually start the conversations with tell me about your 16-year-old self, but I want to go back.
Yeah, because we go back to the kindergarten, first grade type age. So.
Yes, elementary school. So
elementary school, yes.
Me and Shoshanah went to elementary school in Brooklyn, PS 399. Yes. And every day we said, I am somebody, and we sang lift every voice and sing.
Yes.
And I want to ask you, what did that do to you? How did that affect you in the way that you move through the world? Did it affect you in how you are and who you are?
Oh, yes. I think at that age, I'm like, we all didn't know why they had us say that each day. It was just, okay, I'll stand here and say, I am somebody, I will achieve. But it wasn't until I got older and I started to work and folks started to doubt me because of either the color of my skin or because I stutter. And it was just like, oh, that's why they had me say that every day, because it never stopped me. It never fazed me. So I'm like, you could think I'm not all that, but at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that you see all of this Black girl magic.
Yeah. I mean, and in that school, it was all Black. Like the principal was Black, the assistant principal was Black. Like
most of the teachers were like,
was Black.
Right.
Like everybody was Black.
And they made sure that we knew about our culture and history. Like we knew all the words to lift every voice and sing from the time we were in kindergarten.
Right.
And we knew about Black History Month and Kwanzaa and all of those things from young.
I mean, we celebrated Black Solidarity Day.
They don't do that anymore.
No.
Like, what happened? Like, where'd it go?
I feel like for me that I do walk with a certain confidence. And
definitely, of course.
Totally attributed to PS 399.
Oh, definitely. Like, you can't tell me that I'm not fly. There's no way I'll be at work. I'll be in a room full of suit and ties and people with big bucks, and I will still make sure that I'm the flyest person in the room.
Yeah, it does something.
It does, yeah.
I mean, positive affirmations. Like, who knows?
It means something. It means something. That I think that's what we need more of now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so fast forward.
Okay.
Tell us who 16-year-old Shoshanah was. Did you know what you wanted to be? Did you have it all together?
Well, no. Who has it all together at 16? I mean, I know I didn't. I don't know. There could be somebody else, but I know I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
At 16, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. My mom was a teacher. My grandmother was a teacher. I was going to be a teacher. Did I have it all together? No, at 16, I'm still thinking, I don't know who I am. I have a stutter. I'm plus size. I'm still trying to hormones and puberty. Like, you going through all that at 16. The only thing I did know was I would be a teacher.
Okay. And did you become a teacher?
I became a teacher.
Okay.
I started teaching, and I'm not going to say how old I am, but I became a teacher 96.
Okay.
I became a preschool.
Ooh, the little one.
Teacher. I loved it. I loved it. I loved being, it was like the thing I've always wanted to do. I love the kids. I taught twos, them threes and fours. So, and I adored it. It was like the best thing ever.
Now walk us through, how do you become a preschool teacher?
School. School.
Okay.
You know, so I did that for, I did it till 2008.
Okay. So did you associate's degree, bachelor's degree, the CDA? Did you do the CDA route? Because there's different ways you can get into.
It was a few things. I did the CDL. Sorry, what was I about to say? CDL, like I was driving.
The CDA, the what's it called? A childhood development.
Yeah, that. Yes.
Accreditation.
It's been so long.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's an age thing. Sorry. And I was just like, okay, I'll go this route.
Okay.
I did college. I went to City College here. I stayed home. I didn't, I was just like, do I want to go away? Do I don't want to go away? I was just like, no, I'll stay home.
But CUNY is good, right?
Here.
CUNY is super affordable.
Right.
And you get a great education at CUNY.
Right. So I stayed home. I stayed home. And it was like, okay, I will teach. And I was there. I first started with children with special needs.
Oh, okay. Wow. So like that first. So 2-year-olds with special needs.
Yes.
Wow, that's intense. That could be intense, right?
But I loved it. It was
Okay.
like the best thing ever.
What did you really like about it?
Well, I love children. So I've always been that person who would babysit, or so I just always loved kids. So
Mm-hmm.
it was just like I just wanted to do um preschool because I'm short. I felt like if I do elementary school like my mom, some of these kids are taller than me. And then I'll forget that this is a child if they get smart with me, and I'll be ready to fight them. So I was just like, you know what? I'll stay with the preschool age. I know why they act the way they act.
Yeah, yeah. Self-reflection. You know yourself.
I know myself because I'd be like, if this 10-year-old try to get in my face, it's not going to end well. So,
So you had several roles, right, in early childhood education, right? You were a
yes.
teacher, assistant director.
Yes. So I think towards the end, I I started to feel like I'm tired.
Mm,
I don't know if this is what I still feel that passion for. I think like after 2005-ish, I started to feel like, I don't know if this is really what I want to do anymore. So there, by this time, I had transitioned to a private owned preschool.
mm-hmm.
And they had like 10 schools all over the city, and called Imagine. And I had this idea. I was just like, well, there's no assistant director now. I'm having this like change, and it worked out. So I still was the I still could be around children,
Mm-hmm.
but not be there all day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because we got to give ourselves grace, and we got to give ourselves an out instead
Right.
of instead of staying in positions and doing harm.
Right. Yeah, no, I was tired. I was like, I can't do this every day no more.
Right.
I need to
Right.
change. I got to do something. I can't be in this classroom all day anymore.
So how did you totally transition out of early childhood education?
So what happened was I said, I'm tired. I just need a new thing. I just have to go. I didn't know what though. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I didn't, I was just like, I'm over teaching. So I looked for jobs, because I just wanted out.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this program called the Nurse Family Partnership Program. And it's under the New York Department of Health.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a home, uh what's it called, a home nursing program where a nurse goes into the home to help assist first time moms.
Hmm.
So it was still with children, like sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
So, and I stayed there for 4 years.
Okay.
And then my last year there, someone I knew, I found out, was locked up.
Okay.
And I had gone to see them. Now, mind you, I've I've been a preschool teacher all these years. So for me, everything is wonderful and cupcakes and sprinkles. And then my first time inside of a prison, I
Yeah.
was just like, what in the world is this?
Yeah.
It sort of changed my whole view of the world.
Wow.
Because I didn't understand, okay, this person that I love made a mistake, but they're still a person. They're still, they are still human.
Yeah.
So it was, then I was just like, now I know what I want to do. And it was sort of like, so I'm like, now I had to them to them to them to learn about the criminal system and the ins and outs and who's and what's and the organizations. And I found out about the about the Innocence Project.
Mm.
And I have been there ever since.
So the Innocence Project, I feel like folks may know them because of the Exonerated Five. But but can you tell us about what the Innocent Project is, and then go to the work that you do there?
Sure. I say we, but as an organization, we help to get men and women out of prison who have been wrongfully convicted. So there are men and women who serve 30 years for crimes they didn't do.
Yeah.
So it was just like eye-opening that this was actually happening in the world.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you hear about well, back then they were still the central Central Park 5 case. And it was just like, I don't think they did it.
We were in 399 when that happened.
I was just like, because now I know them, but then I was just like, I'm the same age as Kevin. And I was just like, how? I know he didn't do that. Why they try to say he did that?
Yeah.
But it was just like, and the sad thing about it is they didn't serve like as long as some other people. Like there have been people I never, there's one guy I met, he went in the year I was born. And it was like, I won't say it was over 30 years he spent in. And I was just like, I stopped and I thought about everything I did in my entire life. Like I grew up his entire time in prison. And I
Yeah.
was just like, how is this possible?
What's interesting is that, you know, people think, oh, it's a one-off, right? Oh, it happens. But you work for an organization that your sole mission is to get people out of jail who are in jail who don't belong in jail.
Who don't belong there, right?
Right. So that clearly shows us that it's not a one-off, right? Like there's a problem with.
Yeah, no, it's not like, oh, okay, it was just this one. It's just like, no. And I think because now of where I work, if I see someone post something about sex, about a sex offender, I stop them and I ask, are you sure this person did that? Because a lot of our clients, they had to do that until their case was found them to be not true.
Wow.
So I just always ask people, before you post this person is a sex offender, just make sure that what they did is true, and not because it was forced on them to.
Yeah. Wow. So what exactly do you there? What do you do there? Are you out there freeing the people?
No, I know it sounds great, but I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not an attorney, so I'm not there, in the case and, in the court and the files. No, I'm not that person.
Okay.
But what I do is I do work with the annual conference that we do every year. I help to plan that. I also work with the exoneree board. I work with them. I plan events. So it's not the job that has all the shine. It's the afterwards, once everybody's home, I make, the events happen.
Yeah. But I mean, so you are the events and special projects manager. But yes, your job is impactful because you got to bring in the dollars, right? You work around that, right?
Part of that, yeah. We like help to bring awareness to, so.
Okay. So how did you get into that, like event planning?
It was just a thing I just always like to do. I just always, I like to plan parties and and baby showers, and it was just, okay, it's something I like. So they say your gifts make room for themselves. So it made room for itself.
I'm writing that down. I like that. So
that's the Bible.
Well, thank you. So, you know, working at the Innocence Project, what's one thing that what have you learned working there? Like,
that we as people really don't know, that we as the everyday people do not know what the word to forgive means until you meet a person who has been freed for a crime that they didn't do. Wow. Those they are some of the most forgiving and loving people that you will ever meet. And because of all of the things that they've gone through, they have every right to be mad as hell. But they're not. And that amazes me every time I speak with them.
Wow.
Because it has to come from a special place. And I don't think we as the regular people know where that place is yet. Because I'm just like, no, I'm not forgiving him for doing that. So, or forgiving her. But they forgive. And it's just like, wow. I learn from them all the time.
Wow. So let's talk about your sweatshirt.
That's my book.
Okay. Teacher, event planner, book writer.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah. So a few years ago, I said I wanted to write a children's book only because when to go like way back in 399, they always taught us about poetry and then writing and all of that stuff. So it was a thing I did because I always felt, because I stutter, I can express myself a lot more on paper.
Okay.
So I said, well, why don't I write this book? And I started, and then with life, it happens, and I stopped. And then last year, I was just like, all right, it's my time. And then I started it, and then COVID happened. So it sort of was just like, do I stop? And I was just like, no. This book has actually been my therapy this time during COVID.
Okay.
Because it's about a little girl who stutters. And when I was a kid, I thought I was the only Black girl who stuttered. So I said I wanted to make sure that the other girls could see themselves in this book. So it's it's been my therapy.
Okay. So how do we get the book?
So the book is on Amazon.
And what's the name of it?
Aliza's Story. I Stutter.
Okay.
So you can. Do you see it?
I see it. And it's for preschool?
It's more for elementary school age.
Okay, so folks,
It's more for elementary school age.
y'all need to get this book.
Yes, so it's on Amazon. And for more information, you can just you can stop and see my website, alizastory.com. And there's also a daily affirmation on there that my mom wrote, along with like what she did was she took a spin off of the I am somebody, and it's there.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
for all kids. It's for all kids. To say that they are great and they can do anything.
This is like full circle.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sort of, kind of. Yeah.
Because your mom was a teacher at the school.
Yep.
Wow.
A long time.
This is beautiful. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shoshanah.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect.
We are $3.99 family forever. $3.99. Like once you go to $3.99, you're family forever.
Oh, I forgot to ask you.
Yes.
What advice would you give a young person?
At what age?
You know what? What advice would you give a young person who is maybe struggling with similar issues that you struggled with growing up?
Surround yourself with love, with true love, because we were raised by a village, and that is the thing that made us who we are. And if you can't, it has to come from here. So dig deep and find that spot to know that you can do anything, that you are beautiful and smart and all of those other good things.
That is perfect. We're going to leave it right there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shoshanah. Thank you. So some takeaways are affirmations are a powerful tool. Start the kids off early to build their confidence. 2, ask yourself before you post information about a sex offender, about their identity on social media. Do you even know if it's true? Why are you posting it? And 3, representation matters. If you don't see it, create it. Thank you so much, Shoshanah. Welcome to the Liberated Success family. Folks, it's the holiday season. Please support Shoshanah's book. It's on Amazon. And make sure you check out her website. All right. I'm not going to keep you long because I'm going to take some time off this week. I've been working really, really hard. And I need to reset. So thank you to everyone who supported Liberated Success this Giving Tuesday. We appreciate your generous donations. And every day we get closer and closer to reaching our goal for our impact project, Liberated Problem Solvers, launching spring 2021. So if you find our work informative, impactful, important, show us some love with a donation. The link is in my bio on IG and Twitter. It's the first comment on Facebook. If you're listening on the podcast, you can make a donation via listener support. Thank you for watching and listening all the way to the end. We will save ourselves. Wear your mask, wash your hands, physically distance, and all Black Lives Matter. See you next week. Bye.
Crazy work, one whole day to play. Come on, everybody, play your